Hello everyone, it's SpursWedding96 here and welcome to another Train Sim World video on my channel. Today I've decided to do an in-depth video on a particular locomotive that I would like to see in Train Sim World. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I thought why not revisit it and do a locomotive suggestion from Germany. I think this is the first time, I believe, that I've done a locomotive suggestion from Germany, and in particular I'm referencing a ICE type locomotive, a Intercontinental Express high-speed locomotive, and that in question is the DBBR 412, or also known as the ICE4. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm not a huge fan of the high-speed action on Train Sim World 2. I don't play it to death, to put it in basic terms, but I do like it. I do admire the technologies and the challenges of driving these locomotives. They all have various different characteristics, both from a visual perspective and a driving perspective, but they all have something in common. No offense, but they do feel and obviously look a bit dated. Some of them have been in service for 10 to 20 years, and obviously as time progresses, you know, people do want to experience the latest high-speed train, the latest gidgety gizmos and all that kind of stuff. So I think this locomotive will address that. So let's take a look at what the ICE4 actually is and assess its chances of what it could be like to have on Train Sim World. So let's get into it. Enjoy. The ICE4 high-speed electric multiple unit was constructed by Siemens and Bombardier Transportation since 2011, with a total of 220 train sets ordered, with 80 an option. It entered service into late 2017. The formation options range from 7 to 12 car sets. The maximum speed is 265 km per hour or 165 miles per hour and produces 9,900 kilowatts, which is around 13,300 horsepower. In terms of weight, it's pretty heavy, surprise surprise, ranging from 455 to 659 tons, which is actually 20% lighter than its predecessors. The DBBR 412 ICE4 runs on the 15 kV 16.7 Hz AC overhead electrification system, which is found throughout Germany. This locomotive is also quite an international locomotive, as not only it can be used in Germany, Austria and 12 car sets in Switzerland, but also on request in other European countries, such as the Netherlands, Denmark, France, Luxembourg, Poland, the Czech Republic and Italy. So there we go, that concludes a little brief overview of the technical specifications of the ICE4. So now let's have a look at the interior perspective of this locomotive. So let's start with the seating capacity, shall we? On a 7-car train set you get 456 seats and 77 seats in first class, and on a 12-car set you get 830 seats, 205 in first class. One thing Deutsche Bahn wanted to tackle with this locomotive is accessibility and space, and they've certainly addressed that, it seems. They have introduced 8 racks for bicycles and 4 wheelchair spaces, and also has 2 onboard hoists, which ensures that wheelchair users can board and leave the train at all stations in a safe manner. In terms of other interior perspectives, you get passenger information systems, which displays regarding journeys, connecting trains at each stations. You also get a parent and child compartment, a family area and a restaurant. Other features include lighting within each carriage, which adjusts, creating a different ambience depending on the time of day, and seat numbers and reservation signs are now integrated within headrests of the seats, which I find a quite cool little gimmick there. In terms of the safety systems that you can utilize in the cab, it has PZB, LZB, CIFA, and you can also have ETCS as well. So that concludes the interior aspect of this locomotive. So now let's assess the chances of it appearing in Train Sim World, and also where can it be used in Train Sim World. So, when looking at where this runs in Germany as we speak, thankfully it was made a little easy for me, because I managed to stumble on a route map of where this locomotive operates, and there are some pretty familiar names. So let's start by looking at it at where it can be used in Train Sim World as we speak. So, for example, why not use it substitute onto existing ICE services on Hauptstrecke Munich-Augsburg, or maybe, if it was a possibility, you can get it to work on AI ICEs on rapid transit, and maybe possibly run on Hauptstrecke Rheinruhr or Bahnstrecke Riese to Dresden, but hey, I'm not too sure about that. If it had no choice to be introduced through a new Train Sim World route in Germany, then there's a couple of candidates that are very clear. That's where this ICE4 runs, and that is the Hamburg to Hanover route, and also the Berlin to Leipzig route. So there's quite a bit of flexibility in terms of where you can use this locomotive, be it on existing Train Sim World content or maybe new Train Sim World routes if necessary. But there we go, that concludes this little video, this in-depth video on a locomotive I would like to see, and that is Germany's DBBR 412 ICE4. Of course, if you'd enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, and please subscribe if you are new for more up-to-date Train Sim World news and content from me. Any German fans out there who know this locomotive particularly well, please feel free to add some additional information, or if I got some information inaccurate, then please feel free to correct me in the comments below. So, as always, I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Take care.